So we've heard from Ben Shapiro, who bootlicked Musk and, really put his yarmulke on the line to protect Musk from any criticism of being anti-Semitic. Joe Rogan just said, this is absolutely crazy. Where did people get this idea? Thank God Musk paid the ADL, contributed to the ADL, and got their support. Here's something funny happened at PDB, at the Patrick Bet-David podcast. Remember, this guy was really going off on there should be an all-Jew network or something like that back, a year ago when he was getting on Ben Shapiro. So Patrick Bet-David, they're all going like, this is sort of weird. If people went around town doing this, I give my heart to you. I give my heart to you. People would be like, this seems like a weird gesture to give your heart. This is not it doesn't feel like, why are you pounding your chest so hard and then thrusting your hand out there? It's your heart. Shouldn't you And
he said, my heart goes out to you after. It wasn't at the same time.
Oh, he planned it so much. But these guys now are trying to figure out another excuse. Maybe it's just he, I don't know, just doesn't know how to work his arms. Go ahead.
For making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
Incidentally, pause it for a second. He did it on the other side. He did it twice. The CNN cut away from him when he did it the second time.
Yeah.
But he did it twice. He turned around, did the same thing.
My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you.
Civilization.
Tom.
That's not it.
Yeah, a lot has been talked. There's been a lot said about this. I don't know. I see what people are saying. I see what he's saying.
It's
Okay, he
not
puts
so
it right on
crazy?
his heart and goes out. And then he also says, my heart goes out to you. So I don't know what was in his head, but I see how people were talking about it. But, I don't know. I don't know if I can draw the conclusion. And I think it looks a little weird, but I have a tough time with a hard conclusion.
Adam. Well, look, Elon, there's so many good things I can say about Elon. Smart, intelligent, witty, the richest man in the world.
Witty.
You talk about golf scores all the time.
Yep.
If you played Madden, he's, a 99 on wealth, 100 on wealth, 99 on strength, speed, agility, all that. Listen, Elon, public speaking maybe isn't your thing. Stand-up comedy maybe isn't your thing. So if he paid just a little bit more attention, maybe preparation before going on stage, he would sort of avoid any gaffes. Now, he literally did
Pause it. That's just... First of all, the first 15 seconds of what he was saying was just slurping it up. Just keep it up, buddy. Suck up to that guy. That was disgusting. He'd be a 90. He's giving him Madden ratings on his IQ. I thought you wanted to say something. That's why we're pausing it. But that was disgusting. We get it. You want that sweet money.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's on full bootlick mode, but he's got to be reasonable and be like, Elon just, he's not great at public speaking. He was just winging it. But I'm sorry. This is the time where he comes out for the first time in his life he ever goes like that. He planned this out. And he planned it out in such a way that there was enough ambiguity so that it would get this type of reaction. This is exactly everything that we are doing, they are doing, everybody we've covered is exactly what he wanted to have happen. And it's a fairly easy thing to manipulate if you're willing to do that. And the point is that he has no problem with it being interpreted either way.
Right.
And that is what you do when you're a fascist. That's the thing. You don't need everybody to see it as a Nazi salute because the Nazis see it that way. And for those people who don't see it that way, they're looking around going like, boy, anytime somebody's accused of being a Nazi, it's just overreaction. This is exactly the game plan. This is what they do. Go ahead.
Any gaffes? Now, he literally did and I go, whoa, what was that? Now, as a Jewish person, let me help you guys out there. He's not a Nazi. He doesn't go to Nazi rallies. Yeah. He's not a fan of Adolf Hitler. Stop it. I can already see the ridiculous media attacking this guy. Here it is. Reuters, Elon Musk's hand gesture during Trump interview festivities draws scrutiny. The guy was talking about space. I'm sure it looked awkward. I'm sure it looked weird.
No, he wasn't.
I'm sure if he had a chance to do it all over again, he probably wouldn't go out, throw a Sieg Heil out there to the atmosphere. He's more interested in going to Mars.
Stop it.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
He was talking about civilization. You think he said civilization after that is a mistake? You're only a Nazi if you say you're a Nazi. If you go to Nazi rallies and you say you love Adolf Hitler, wow, it's crazy. That number of people, honestly, is probably in this country smaller than like the avowed white supremacists that are in groups that are basically Nazis, but don't call themselves Nazis. But if you were to have a beer with them or two, they would talk about the Nazis fondly. Like, it's just like, okay, fine, don't call him a Nazi. I'll say that was a fascist symbol, a far-right fascist symbol meant to signal something to Nazis and did signal something to Nazis. Does it make it better? Like, I don't even care if even if it wasn't in Elon's heart, even if he wasn't obsessed with Western birth rates and natalism, even though if he didn't hate unions and communists and leftists, which is, by the way, also part of the Nazi ideology, even if he hadn't made anti-Semitic statements in the past, even if his grandparents weren't allegedly members of the Canadian Nazi Party and loved apartheid. Even if we didn't have all of that context.
Unbanning and retweeting Nazi accounts on Twitter.
Right, replatforming white supremacists. Even if we didn't have all this information, even if he wasn't a Nazi, you know what? I wouldn't care. Because what he did empowered and made those Nazis excited in the same way that when Donald Trump said Proud Boys stand back and stand by, Donald Trump's not a Proud Boy.
To be fair,
he would have had to have the outfit. He would have had to go to the rallies. He would have had to say, I'm a Proud Boy, put it on my chest. Or was he just trying to signal to those groups? Because that is the same thing. It's the same thing.
But to be fair, he did put out a bunch of tweets saying that he really regretted. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. He did a bunch of puns using famous Nazis as a way of like joking around. Like, people are really taking this seriously. Even his crony buddies on these shows are like, it was a Nazi salute, but he did it accidentally. Because I'm sure all those times at Tesla, when he had those big Tesla meetings, he said, my heart goes out to you. Oh, did I accidentally give you the Nazi salute? Oh, my God. What else? Where else these guys go? A little more?
But on behalf of the Jewish community, relax. The guy's on the good team. He's on Team America. He wants the good guys to win.
Vinny.
Sustain this attack. He's going to be just fine.
For all the people out there, great point, because if you're playing the Hitler, Nazi, whatever, just shut up. Just shut up. First of all, the guy's autistic. He has Asperger's. This guy has never been in the limelight. He's done interviews, which he's freaking amazing.
Wait a second. He's never been in the limelight?
He hosted Saturday Night Live. He's a little baby. He's a little baby.
He had a cameo in Iron Man 2, which came out 15 years ago.
You're kicking a little puppy. He's a little baby. He's just the richest man on earth, and he's the level of infantilization for the richest person on the planet is the most insane thing I've ever seen. He's a little baby. How can you attack him?
The more they do this, the more it's quite clear. Like the how far they have to go. Like, autistic people have a problem controlling their ability to give the Nazi salute. Wait, what?
Greta Thunberg never did that. You know, she's just a leftist advocating for climate change and like ending the genocide in Gaza. I mean, gosh, we could go on and on about the different people that like are neurodivergent that don't do Nazi
Just don't be an idiot. He's autistic. Go ahead.
Yeah.
has never been in the limelight. He's done interviews, which he's freaking amazing. He will put your lights out, and he did it to that BBC reporter.
Oh.
Like, I don't think, he never thought in a million years this guy would be, remember the last rally he went to where he was jumping? He's so excited. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with people that have Asperger's or they have these conditions, they have autism. I have family members that do, I have friends that do. They don't go in front of crowds. They don't do this type of stuff. The guy's genuinely excited. He's telling, his heart is going out to them. He's in the moment. He's not sitting thinking about it. He's not planning it. So for people to try to do, and by the way, this story will be dead after tomorrow. Nobody gives a damn about. This guy has bigger plans. He has bigger missions. Did it look bad? Yeah, for people that were kind of looking to say, oh, hey, Hitler, which, I mean, how many more Hitler jokes and Charlie Kirk just walked by? Charlie, we love you!
How many more Hitler jokes? Actually, that's a good question. It's a good question because, you know, Elon Musk, if he really didn't want that action to be interpreted in the way that it did, and he was just like, whoa, I'm not a Nazi. I don't want to appeal to Nazis. He would have issued an apology and said, like, I'm so sorry. I got caught up in the moment. You know, maybe my K bag was a little bit stronger than typically. I mean, just like, again, that's a joke. It's just theoretical. This was his apology, Sam.
Don't say Hess to Nazi accusations. Hess, of course, was one of Hitler's top generals. Some will say Goebbels. Some will Goebbels down anything. Goebbels was basically the minister of propaganda. Stop goring your enemies. Another Hitler general. Himmler. His pronouns would have been he. Himmler is another. And bet you did not see that coming.
I've heard that joke 7,000 times.
But amazing.
Puns.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And once he had the ADL give him the stamp of approval, then he was fine.
I mean, why does he even need to apologize when he has guys just sucking him off in the media for free? Sorry. I mean, kissing his ass.
Jeff Bezos came, Bill Gates came, Mark Zuckerberg came, many of them.
Don Jr.'s nose. Wow, Majority Report violating YouTube terms of service and showing a video of the PBD guys filleting Musk live on air. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.